Hello again, my wonderful friends. Welcome back to our journey through the wisdom of James Allen, through his book, As a Man Thinketh. Last time, we learned a powerful truth. Your thoughts create who you are. We discovered that your mind is like a garden, and the thoughts you plant become your character. As I mentioned before, the original book is written in Old English that's difficult to understand, so I've simplified it into modern English with one video for each chapter. This is our second video in the series, presenting Chapter 2. Today, we will learn something even more amazing. We will discover that your thoughts don't just change you on the inside, they also change your life on the outside. Your thoughts create your circumstances. What do I mean by circumstances? Circumstances are the situations in your life, where you live, what job you have, how much money you earn, what kind of friends you have, whether you are healthy or sick, whether you are happy or sad, the opportunities that come to you, the problems you face. Most people believe that circumstances just happen to them. They think they are victims of bad luck or beneficiaries of good luck. But James Allen discovered a secret truth. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your circumstances. This might sound impossible, but I will prove it to you with stories and examples that will open your eyes to this amazing power you have. The magnet story. To help you understand how thoughts create circumstances, let me tell you about a special magnet. Imagine you have an invisible magnet inside your mind. This magnet is very powerful, but you cannot see it. This magnet is made of your thoughts and beliefs. Now, this mental magnet works just like a real magnet. What does a magnet do? It attracts metal objects to itself. If you hold a magnet near some iron nails, the nails will jump toward the magnet. Your mental magnet works the same way, but instead of attracting metal, it attracts circumstances that match your thoughts. If your mental magnet is made of positive thoughts like, good things happen to me, I deserve success, people want to help me, opportunities are everywhere, then your magnet will attract positive circumstances. Helpful people will appear in your life. Good opportunities will come to you. Solutions will appear when you have problems. Lucky coincidences will happen. If your mental magnet is made of negative thoughts like, bad things always happen to me, I never get lucky breaks, people are against me, life is unfair, then your magnet will attract negative circumstances. Difficult people will cause problems for you. Opportunities will pass you by. Small problems will become big problems. Unlucky events will seem to follow you. Now, you might say, but I don't control what happens to me. My boss decides if I get promoted. Other drivers decide if I have a car accident. The weather decides if my picnic is ruined. This is true on the surface. But the deeper truth is that your thoughts influence which boss you work for, how you drive your car, and even whether you plan outdoor activities wisely. Your thoughts guide you toward certain circumstances and away from others. Real-life examples. Part 1. The Job Seekers. Let me tell you about 3 people who were all looking for jobs. This story will show you exactly how thoughts create circumstances. Person number 1. Negative Nancy. Nancy lost her job and needed to find new work. But listen to the thoughts that filled her mind every day. The job market is terrible. Nobody wants to hire someone my age. All the good jobs go to people with connections. Employers just want to pay low wages. I'll probably end up taking a job I hate. What happened to Nancy? Her mental magnet, made of negative thoughts, began attracting negative circumstances. She applied for jobs, but her cover letters sounded desperate and pessimistic. During interviews, her negative attitude showed through her body language and answers. She focused on jobs she didn't really want, thinking, "I'll never get the good ones anyway." When employers called her references, her former colleagues remembered her as someone who complained a lot. She networked with other unemployed people who were also negative, and their conversations made everyone feel worse. After 6 months, Nancy found a job, but it was low-paying work with a difficult boss. She said, "See, I knew this would happen. Life is unfair." Person number 2, Positive Paul. Paul also lost his job, but his mental magnet was completely different. His thoughts were, "This is an opportunity to find something better. My skills are valuable, and someone will recognize that. Every no brings me closer to the right yes. I can learn something from every interview. The perfect job for me exists, and I will find it." What happened to Paul? His positive mental magnet attracted positive circumstances. His job applications were enthusiastic and confident. During interviews, employers felt energized talking to him. He applied for positions that excited him, believing he deserved good opportunities. When employers called his references, people remembered him as a positive, hard-working person. He networked with successful people who wanted to help someone with his attitude. People started recommending him for positions. After 3 months, Paul found a job that was better than his old one, with higher pay and room for growth. He said, "I'm grateful this happened. It led me to exactly where I needed to be." Person number 3, Confused Carl. Carl had mixed thoughts. Sometimes he was positive, sometimes negative. His mental magnet kept changing. Monday, "I'm going to find a great job." Tuesday, "Who am I kidding? This is hopeless." Wednesday, "Maybe things will work out." Thursday, "I'll probably get rejected again." Friday, "I should stay positive." What happened to Carl? His inconsistent mental magnet attracted inconsistent circumstances. Sometimes interviews went well, sometimes terribly. Some people wanted to help him, others avoided him. He would get excited about opportunities that didn't work out, then become discouraged and miss good opportunities. After 8 months, Carl found an average job that was neither good nor bad. His mixed results matched his mixed thinking. This story shows you that circumstances don't just happen randomly. The 3 people lived in the same city, had similar qualifications, and applied during the same time period. The only difference was their thinking, and that difference created completely different outcomes. Real-life examples. Part 2. The Business Owners. Let me tell you another story about 2 people who started businesses in the same town, selling similar products. Business owner number 1. Fearful Fred. Fred opened a small shop, but his mind was full of worried thoughts. What if customers don't like my products? My competitors will steal my business. I don't have enough money to succeed. The economy might get worse. I'm not smart enough to run a business. Fred's fearful mental magnet began attracting fearful circumstances. He was afraid to spend money on advertising. So few people knew about his shop. He was suspicious of customers and treated them coldly because he thought they might try to cheat him. He didn't invest in good products because he was afraid of losing money. When competitors opened nearby, Fred panicked and started a price war, cutting his profits. He worked alone because he didn't trust employees. He complained to customers about how hard business was. After 2 years, Fred's business was struggling. He had very few customers, low profits, and constant stress. He said, "See, I knew business was risky. I should never have tried." Business owner number 2. Confident Carla. Carla opened a similar shop in the same town, but her mental magnet was completely different. I have valuable products that will help people. There are plenty of customers for everyone. I will learn and improve every day. Challenges are opportunities to grow. I deserve to succeed. Carla's confident mental magnet attracted confident circumstances. She invested in attractive displays and good advertising because she believed people would love her products. She treated customers warmly and built relationships with them. She bought high-quality products because she knew customers would appreciate value. When competitors opened, Carla welcomed the competition, saying it would bring more customers to the area. She hired good employees and trained them well. She asked customers for feedback and constantly improved her service. After 2 years, Carla's business was thriving. She had loyal customers, good profits, and enjoyed her work. She said, "I love helping people find what they need. Business is an exciting adventure." Same town, same type of business, same economic conditions. The only difference was their thinking, and that difference created opposite results. The invisible laws. Now you might be wondering, how does this actually work? How do thoughts create circumstances? The answer is that there are invisible laws operating in the universe, just like the law of gravity. You cannot see gravity, but you know it exists because you see its effects. In the same way, you cannot see the mental laws, but you can observe how they work. Here are the invisible laws. Law number 1. Like attracts like. Positive thoughts attract positive people, situations, and opportunities. Negative thoughts attract negative experiences. This happens because your thoughts influence your actions, and your actions create your results. Law number 2. Your thoughts guide your attention. Whatever you think about most, you notice most. If you think, there are no good opportunities, you won't see the opportunities around you. If you think, good opportunities are everywhere, you'll spot them constantly. Law number 3. Your thoughts shape your energy. People can feel your mental energy, even if you don't say anything. Positive thinkers radiate confidence and hope, which attracts others. Negative thinkers radiate fear and doubt, which repels others. Law number 4. Thoughts become self-fulfilling prophecies. If you believe something will happen, You unconsciously act in ways that make it more likely to happen. If you believe you'll succeed, you work harder and persist longer. If you believe you'll fail, you give up easier and make poor decisions. Law number 5. The universe responds to your dominant thoughts. The thoughts you think most often and most intensely have the greatest power to shape your circumstances. Occasional positive thoughts won't overcome constant negative thinking. These laws work whether you believe in them or not, just like gravity works whether you understand it or not. Why people don't believe this. Many people find this hard to believe because they look at their circumstances and say, I didn't choose to have these problems. I didn't ask for this difficult boss or this health issue or this financial trouble. This is understandable. But there are reasons why people don't see the connection between their thoughts and their circumstances. Reason number 1. The time delay. There's usually a delay between thinking a thought and seeing the circumstance it creates. If you plant a seed today, you don't see the fruit tomorrow. In the same way, the circumstances you're experiencing today were created by thoughts you had weeks, months, or even years ago. Reason number 2. Unconscious thinking. Most people are not aware of their own thoughts. They think thousands of thoughts per day without paying attention. They don't realize that most of their thoughts are negative, fearful, or limiting. Reason number 3. Inherited thinking. Many of our thoughts come from our parents, teachers, and society. We learned to think certain ways when we were children, and now we think those thoughts are just reality instead of learned patterns. Reason number 4. Focus on external causes. When something bad happens, it's natural to look for external causes. The economy is bad. My boss is unfair. I'm unlucky. It's harder to look inside and ask, what thoughts led me to this situation? But when you start paying attention, you'll begin to see the connection between your inner world and your outer world. How circumstances change when thinking changes. Let me tell you about some people who proved this principle by changing their thinking and watching their circumstances transform. Story number 1. The unemployed engineer. Michael was an engineer who had been unemployed for a year. He was bitter and angry, always complaining about the unfair job market. His friends got tired of his negativity and stopped calling. One day, Michael read James Allen's book and decided to experiment. He committed to thinking only positive thoughts about his job search for 30 days. Every morning, he said, I am a skilled engineer. The right company needs exactly my talents. I will find work that fulfills me. Instead of complaining about rejections, he thanked each company for their time and asked for feedback to improve. Instead of avoiding networking events, he attended them with genuine interest in helping others. Within 30 days, Michael received 3 job offers. He chose the best one, and later said, "Changing my thoughts didn't just change my attitude. It changed everything that happened to me." Story number 2. The sick woman. Jennifer had been sick for years with various health problems. She constantly worried about her health and talked about her symptoms to anyone who would listen. She read medical websites obsessively and expected the worst from every doctor visit. After learning about the power of thoughts, Jennifer decided to change her mental focus. Instead of thinking about sickness, She began thinking about health. She visualized herself as healthy and strong. She expressed gratitude for the parts of her body that worked well. She stopped talking about her problems and started talking about her goals. Gradually, Jennifer's health began to improve. She had more energy, fewer symptoms, and a more positive outlook. Her doctor was amazed at her progress. Jennifer said, "When I stopped feeding my illness with worry and fear, my body remembered how to heal." Story number 3. The struggling student. Carlos was failing in college. He constantly thought, "I'm not smart enough for this. Everyone else is better than me. I'll probably drop out." These thoughts made him avoid study groups, skip classes when he felt confused, and give up quickly on difficult assignments. His grades got worse, which confirmed his negative beliefs. Then Carlos learned about the power of thoughts. He began thinking, "I can learn anything if I work at it. Every challenge makes me stronger. I belong here." With his new mindset, Carlos joined study groups, asked questions in class, and persisted through difficult material. His grades improved dramatically. He graduated with honors and said, "The only thing that changed was my thinking, but it changed everything." How to start creating better circumstances. Now that you understand how thoughts create circumstances, here's how you can start using this power in your own life. Step 1. Take responsibility. Stop blaming your circumstances on external factors. This doesn't mean you caused every bad thing that happened to you, but it means you have the power to influence what happens next. Step 2. Examine your current thoughts. For 1 week, write down your dominant thoughts about different areas of your life. What do you think about money? What do you think about relationships? What do you think about your health? What do you think about your career? What do you think about your future? Be honest. Most people are shocked to discover how negative their thoughts really are. Step 3. Choose new thoughts, deliberately. For each area where you want better circumstances, choose specific, positive thoughts to think regularly. For better finances, money flows to me easily. I create value and am rewarded for it. For better health, my body is strong and heals naturally. I make choices that support my well-being. For better relationships, I attract loving people who appreciate me. I am worthy of healthy relationships. For better career, I am talented and valuable. The right opportunities come to me at the right time. Step 4. Think your new thoughts consistently. Write your new thoughts on cards and read them every morning and evening. Repeat them throughout the day, especially when old negative thoughts try to return. Step 5. Act in harmony with your new thoughts. If you're thinking positive thoughts about money, but spending recklessly, your actions contradict your thoughts. Make sure your behaviors match your new thinking patterns. Step 6. Be patient but persistent. Remember, there's usually a delay between changing your thoughts and seeing new circumstances. Don't give up if you don't see immediate results. Keep planting good mental seeds and trust that the harvest will come. Conclusion. My dear friends, today you have learned one of the most empowering truths in the universe. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your circumstances. Your thoughts are like invisible magnets, constantly attracting experiences that match your mental patterns. If you don't like your current circumstances, you have the power to change them by changing your thoughts. This doesn't mean that life will become easy or that you'll never face challenges, but it means that you are not helpless. You have a powerful tool, your mind, that can help you create the life you want to live. Think of yourself as an artist, and your life as your masterpiece. Every thought you think is like a brush stroke on the canvas. You can paint a beautiful picture or an ugly one. The choice is always yours. Starting today, become conscious of the mental magnets you're creating with your thoughts. Are they attracting the circumstances you want, or the circumstances you fear? Remember the stories I shared with you. The job seekers, the business owners, the people who transformed their lives by transforming their thinking. They were ordinary people, just like you. The only thing special about them was that they learned this secret and applied it consistently. You have the same power they had. You can use your thoughts to create better health, more money, loving relationships, meaningful work, and a joyful life. In our next video, we will learn about how thoughts affect your health and your body. You will discover that your mind and body are connected in amazing ways, and your thoughts can heal or harm your physical well-being. Until then, remember, as you think, so your circumstances become. Your life is not happening to you. It's happening through you. You are the author of your story, and with the power of right thinking, you can write a masterpiece. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified when we post our next episode. Thank you for joining me on this journey. See you soon in our next episode.